You know, there's something about living alone that can feel both freeing and, well, a little daunting, especially as we get older. Maybe you've been on your own for years, or perhaps it's a newer experience after losing a partner or downsizing. Either way, you're not alone in this. So many of us find ourselves navigating this chapter of life, and while there's beauty in independence, there are also some challenges we might not see coming. That's what we're going to talk about. Today, those little surprises that pop up when you're living solo after 60, and more importantly, how to handle them with confidence. Because here's the thing, you deserve to feel safe, happy, and empowered in your own home, no matter what life throws your way. Now, some of these challenges might feel familiar, like those quiet evenings that stretch a little too long, while others might catch you off guard. But don't worry, we're going to tackle them one by one with practical tips and even a few heartwarming stories from folks who've been right where you are. So, let's get started. The first challenge, the quiet that feels too quiet. Have you ever noticed how the house seems louder when you're alone? Not with noise, but with silence. Maybe you used to have a house full of chatter, kids running around, or a spouse who always had something to say. Now, the stillness can feel heavy at times. Here's the good news. Silence doesn't have to be lonely. In fact, it can become something you cherish, a chance to slow down and enjoy your own company. But if it's feeling overwhelming, try this. Bring in gentle background noise. A radio playing soft music, an audiobook, or even the sound of a ticking clock can make a space feel cozier. Some folks I know love keeping the TV on low volume just for the hum of voices. It's like having company without the small talk. And if you're missing conversation, why not schedule regular calls with family or friends? Even a quick 5-minute chat can lift your spirits. Or if you're feeling adventurous, look into local senior groups or online communities where you can connect with others who understand exactly what you're experiencing. The second challenge, keeping up with household tasks. Let's be honest, keeping a home running smoothly isn't always easy, especially when you're doing it all yourself. Maybe you've noticed that some chores feel harder than they used to, or that things pile up faster when there's no one else to share the load. First, give yourself grace. You don't have to do everything perfectly, just well enough to keep your space comfortable. One trick? Break tasks into smaller steps. Instead of thinking, I have to clean the whole house today, focus on one room at a time, or even one corner. And don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's hiring a neighborhood teen to handle the lawn or swapping favors with a friend. You bake the cookies, they help with the laundry. There's no shame in lightening the load. Another game changer, simplify where you can. Switch to lightweight dishes if lifting heavy pots is tough, or use a rolling cart to move things from room to room. Little adjustments like these can make a big difference in how you feel at home. The third challenge, staying safe without feeling isolated. Safety is something we all think about, especially when living alone. Maybe you've worried about what would happen if you fell, or how you'd get help in an emergency. It's a real concern, but it doesn't have to keep you up at night. Start with the basics. Make sure your home is well lit, especially at night. Motion sensor lights are a great investment. Keep a phone or emergency alert device within easy reach, and consider giving a trusted neighbor or family member a spare key, just in case. But here's what's just as important. Don't let safety worries keep you from enjoying life. It's about finding balance. Stay connected with people who check in on you, whether it's a quick daily call or a weekly coffee date. Knowing someone's got your back can give you peace of mind and a little extra joy in your day. Now, these are just the first few challenges we're tackling today. But there's more to explore. From managing finances solo to finding new ways to stay socially active, we'll cover it all. So take a deep breath, settle in, and remember, you've got this. And when you're ready, we'll move on to the next steps together. You know, one of the things I've heard from so many folks living alone is how unexpected some of these challenges can be. We might think we're prepared after All we've lived full lives, raised families, built careers, but there's something about this stage that can still catch us off guard. Maybe it's the way time seems to stretch differently now, or how the little things we once took for granted suddenly require a bit more thought. But here's what's beautiful about this. Every challenge is also an opportunity to adapt, to grow, and to find new ways to make life not just manageable, but truly fulfilling. So let's keep moving forward together, because the next few challenges we're going to talk about, they're ones you might not have seen coming, but I promise there are simple, practical ways to handle them. The fourth challenge, the meals that feel like too much effort. Have you ever stood in the kitchen, staring at the fridge and thought, why bother cooking just for me? It's something so many solo seniors mention. The joy of cooking can fade when you're only making meals. For one, maybe you end up skipping meals or relying on the same few easy, but not always nutritious, options. Here's a little secret. Your meals don't have to be complicated to be satisfying. Try batch cooking, making a big pot of soup or a casserole that you can portion out for the week. Not only does it save effort, but it also ensures you've got something wholesome ready when you're not in the mood to cook. And if you miss the social side of meals, why not turn dinner into a virtual date? Call a friend or family member while you eat. It's amazing how much more enjoyable a meal can feel with a little conversation. Or if you're feeling adventurous, explore meal delivery services designed for seniors. Many offer balanced, single-serving meals that take the guesswork out of eating well. Because here's the truth. Nourishing your body is an act of kindness to yourself, and you deserve that care. The fifth challenge, the sneaky way loneliness can creep in. Now let's talk about something that doesn't always get said out loud, loneliness. It's not just about being alone, it's about feeling alone. Maybe your social circle has gotten smaller over the years, or the people you used to see every day are no longer around. And even if you've always been independent, there might be moments when the quiet feels a little too heavy. First, know this. It's okay to feel this way. It doesn't mean you're not strong or capable, but there are ways to gently fill that space. Start small. Say hello to a neighbor, strike up a conversation with the cashier at the grocery store, or join a club that aligns with your interests. Many communities have senior centers with activities ranging from book clubs to dance classes, and you might be surprised at how welcoming they are. And if getting out feels tough, technology can be a lifeline. Video calls, online forums, or even social media can help you stay connected. One woman I know started a weekly virtual tea time with her grandchildren. They sip their drinks together while sharing stories, and it's become the highlight of her week. The sixth challenge, when the world feels like it's moving too fast. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like the world is speeding up while you're just trying to keep pace. Between new technology, changing routines, and the sheer volume of information coming at us, it's easy to feel left behind. Maybe you've hesitated to try new things because they seem too complicated, or you worry about making a mistake. Let me reassure you, you don't have to master everything. Focus on what matters to you. If you want to learn how to video call your family, ask a loved one to walk you through it, or see if your local library offers tech help for seniors. Take it one step at a time and celebrate every small victory. And remember, it's okay to say no to things that don't serve you. You don't need to keep up with every trend or app. Choose what makes your life easier or more joyful, and let the rest go. Now, we've covered a lot so far, from meals to loneliness to keeping up with a changing world, but there's more to explore. Because living alone as a senior isn't just about managing challenges, it's about thriving, in spite of them. And when you're ready, we'll move on to the next steps together. You've probably noticed by now that living alone in our later years isn't just about the big, obvious changes. It's the little things that often take us by surprise. The way a familiar routine suddenly feels different when there's no one else around. The moments when you realize you've been talking to yourself just to hear a voice. or how a small ache or pain can suddenly feel like a much bigger deal when there's no one there to say, "You'll be all right." But here's what I want you to remember. You've spent a lifetime adapting. You've faced changes before, some expected, some completely out of the blue, and you've found your way through them. This chapter is no different. The challenges might be new, but your ability to meet them, that's been growing all along. So let's talk about these last few hurdles, and more importantly, how you can move through them with your strength and wisdom intact. The seventh challenge: when your body doesn't feel like your own anymore. Let's be honest, getting older comes with some physical surprises. Maybe you wake up with new aches, or tasks that used to be simple now require a bit more thought. The hardest part isn't always the changes themselves, but the way they can make you feel like a stranger in your own skin. The key here is to work with your body, not against it. If bending down is tough, keep a grabber tool handy. If balance is a concern, consider simple home modifications like handrails or non-slip mats. And don't underestimate the power of gentle movement, whether it's stretching in the morning or a short walk around the block. These small acts of care add up. Most importantly, be patient with yourself. Your body isn't betraying you, it's just asking for a little more attention than it used to. Treat it like you would a dear old friend, with kindness and understanding. The eighth challenge: the financial worries that keep you up at night. Money matters can feel especially heavy when you're managing them alone. Maybe you're worried about rising costs or concerned about becoming a target for scams. Unfortunately, seniors are often targeted. These fears are valid, but they don't have to control your life. Start by simplifying where you can. Set up automatic payments for regular bills to avoid late fees. Consider meeting with a financial advisor. Many communities offer free or low-cost sessions for seniors. And when it comes to scams, trust your instincts. If an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't be afraid to hang up or delete suspicious messages. Remember, financial security isn't about having a fortune, it's about having peace of mind. Small, consistent steps can make all the difference. The ninth challenge: rediscovering your purpose. This one sneaks up on many of us. After years of caring for others or working demanding jobs, suddenly having so much time to yourself can feel strange. You might find yourself wondering, what's my role now? Here's the beautiful truth. Your purpose doesn't retire. It just evolves. Maybe now it's about sharing your wisdom with younger generations, or finally pursuing that hobby you never had time for. One man I know started volunteering at his local library, reading to children once a week. Another woman began painting in her 70s and discovered a talent she never knew she had. The secret? Start small. Try something new without pressure. Your purpose isn't something you need to find. It's something you get to create, one day at a time. The 10th challenge: embracing the unexpected joys. After talking about all these challenges, I want to leave you with this: living alone later. In life isn't just about overcoming difficulties. It's about discovering freedoms you might not have realized were possible. The joy of setting your own schedule, the peace of a quiet morning with no demands, the ability to reinvent yourself again and again. So as we wrap up, I want you to try something tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Take a moment to notice one small thing that's good about living on your own terms. Maybe it's the way the light comes through your window at a certain hour, or how you can eat dessert for breakfast if you feel like it. These moments matter. You've navigated so much already. The challenges we've talked about, they're real, but they're not the whole story. The rest is yours to write. And if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's been your biggest surprise about living alone? Or what's one small victory you've had recently? Let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe for more content like this. Because no matter your age, your story isn't finished yet. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Here's to your health, your happiness, and the wonderful unexpected journey ahead.